Alrighty, all right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a late edition of Crazy Carla Concoction.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Hey, y'all. Hey, Troy.
What's happening?
KP. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Uh-oh, is this Snow Allegra? What was it?
Um, that's actually this song is actually Soul Res produced it.
Is that Lily?
No, I don't know who that is, but Soul Res made the song.
I like that one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he actually has that, I believe, on Apple Music. It's called Space Tramp. It's it's on. I believe it's on Apple Music. It's called Space Tramp.
Oh yeah, I do have that on my playlist. It just sounded different. Shout out Soul Reyes. I like that one. Y'all, sorry we late tonight. It's my fault, but it was for a good cause. Shout out to Jenny and the March birthday babies over there in Kernersville. I just finished doing comedy for the ladies, and we had a good old time, honey. Y'all know anytime I get to be funny and cut up, I had a few situations, honey. I almost had a Tom and Jerry instant replay. I done heard it was a cat in there, and I didn't know the cat was in there, baby. And they'll tell you, baby, it was something to see. Lord, I tell you. Look, who just trying to get my nerves together. But we had a good time. This has been a good week. What's today? Thursday?
Yeah, today's Thursday.
Joy, we're halfway through March.
Right? Right.
What is happening?
March.
I am just I'm just like, wow, the time is like really like, and I'm trying to get myself together before my birthday in August because, I got things to do. So, yeah. So let's get to our sponsor.
Most definitely. So
and as a matter of fact, next week we'll have a new card from her. We'll have her updated.
Nice. Good.
Instead of the sweet line,
it'll be the sweetest.
We'll have the sweetest line.
Okay.
And for those of y'all who know, the sweetest line, Makaya Mitchell. That's who does my hair. That's my friend, my sis. That's who keeps me looking lovely. Miss Makaya Mitchell. And I'm telling you, you got to let her do your hair. If you want your hair natural, if you want healthy hair, she does locks. She does color. She also does makeup. She's very good at transforming you, giving you the beat, as we call it. So you can find her on Instagram under The Sweetest Lime. It says Sweet Lime LLC, so you'll find it still there. Her phone number is 336-734-3307. And then she also gives us like little encouragements throughout the week. She's awesome. So if you go see her, tell her Carla sent you.
Yes, indeed. All righty. So, your guests tonight.
So tonight, we have the one, the only, the fabulous, the amazing, the terrific, the Tamika So Sassy Allen of I Inspired Productions. Baby! That's my sis right there. That's my sis. She's a sweet person, but I'm going to tell you, she's a go-getter. You hear me? And you can't be friends with her and not be doing your thing. You understand me? She the friend that you be like, baby, I got to stay on my 10s and 20s. You understand? Because she be out here pounding the pavement, making it do what it do. So I'm going to introduce to some and reintroduce to many Miss Tamika Allen.
Hello.
Hey, sweet! I finally got you out here, girl.
All right. finally have a breather. Thank you for having me on here.
Oh, thank you so much for being on here with me tonight. And thank you for entertaining Troy while I was running down the highway.
Well, he had that music playing. He was entertaining me.
Oh yeah, that's the DJ right there, girl. He gonna play the good music. Look, and that's the dancing queen right there, Troy. She gonna dance.
Hey,
Can't help it.
all right. So you ladies go ahead and chat. I'll be back later.
Thank you so much. Meek!
Yes.
How you feeling, girl?
I'm glad to be home. I'm glad to be home. Yeah.
I feel yeah. Yeah, you are a busy person.
Mm-hmm.
You are a person that's always on the move. And we're gonna talk about that. I mean, like most people, you have a 9 to 5 on top of having your own business, on top of taking care of everybody. I mean, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, you are an inspiration to me and so many others. Y'all, I'm fixing this light. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure that I don't look faded to the night on y'all. Listen. Okay, there we go.
Okay, there.
Right?
That works.
That works. Okay.
That works.
So we are I said we, like, well, there is about 3 personalities in here. We are so excited to have you on here tonight. I am excited, y'all, because I've been in a few productions for you now. For those of y'all who don't know,
Mm-hmm.
Tamika Allen is a playwright extraordinaire. She is an actress extraordinaire. We just finished doing Raisin in the Sun, 6 sold out performances, and she was the director. She is the playwright for If It Doesn't Kill You, which is going to be in Greensboro, April the 1st. Is it the Greensboro Historic Museum?
Historic Museum, yes. Mm-hmm.
We're going to be there performing. This is something she birthed. Look at there.
Mm-hmm.
If It Doesn't Kill Me, it's going to be a 2:30 show.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, if you know anyone who's ever been affected by cancer or illness or being a caretaker of someone who's ill, I mean, this play hits. You hear me?
Yeah.
And I'm so honored to even be a part of this production. Every time we do it, I'm always in the wings because y'all know I'm a crybaby. I be back there crying every time like I ain't never seen the dang play. I can't help it. But she wrote this thing, and it is such a beautiful, poignant production. It really, really is. And it just touches people in such a way, you know what I mean? And I mean, this came out of her head. She's won awards. She's award winning. She won an award for her documentary production on Sarah Bartman. Y'all, and that was dope. And I was honored to be part of her play that she did on that. Mm-hmm. We went to New Jersey Film Festival and we got treated like royalty. We went with Tamika, baby. We didn't know how to act.
We didn't
know how to act. We saw Lorenz Tate. He was so fine. I'm still talking about. I be like, oh, he was so.
We gotta go back.
He looked like a little lucky leprechaun. And that's all I'm gonna say because he married. That I ain't gonna say nothing else. But baby, you keep your husband in the house.
I know, right?
Looking so
He's
good
in the house.
Now his brother, on the other hand, we was like, "Boy, go on now, go on."
Now the brothers was in the bathroom talking some mess. My dad was in the bathroom. He heard everything they said. He was like, "Don't fool with them because their mind ain't right."
Yeah, Pops came out there, told us the whole scoop. We was like, "Nah, please." But we did have a good time. We went shopping in Manhattan. I had them down there in the Juju corner. You know, Tamika Holy Ghost sanctified. I had her down there with the ancestor money and with the Chinese witch doctors. Baby, we had a good time. I'm telling you.
We did.
But put that flyer up one more time, Troy. If It Doesn't Kill You.
Hmm.
So we're gonna do things a little backwards. Usually I ask this stuff last and I ask the personal stuff first. So what I'm gonna ask, we're gonna start it off a little different. What inspired you to write this play, Tamika?
Well, this is pretty much based off of true stories. But the inspiration comes from someone that used to be a part of my first play, Sight Chronicles.
Yes,
Um,
that's good too. Oh my God.
he used to travel 2 hours once a week just to come to rehearsals and be a part, of what we were doing because he said it was so therapeutic. Well, he gave me the news one day that the doctors gave him 8 months to live because he had gotten brain cancer. So when he told me that, it hurt my heart so much because he was like the older brother that I never had. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
he just clinged to me like he was family. Some people are just family automatically, and that's what he was. He was always a person that lifted me up when I was down, or he could always sense if something was wrong with me. Like
Right.
it was just a crazy connection that we had, and it was nothing ever romantic. Ever, he was married. His wife totally trusted me.
Wow.
Whenever something was going on with him, she would call me. You need to come see him. You need to come see Johnny. You need to come see him. He
Wow.
needs to see you, or whatnot. So I don't know what it was, but they both of them trusted me with everything, and they became family to me. And so when he told me that he was diagnosed with brain cancer and he only had 8 months, according to the doctors, um, I automatically went home and I started writing, and that's where this story came from. So um,
Wow.
eventually the story evolved and other stories about breast cancer survivors, cervical cancer survivors, and someone that was hit with a breast cancer trial, things like that is also in this play. So
Wow.
it touches on three different cancers, but um, the reason why we keep rocking with this play right now is because I'm surrounded by cancer. My stepfather, passed in 2021 from pancreatic
Right.
cancer. Then the next year, my aunt passed from I believe it was lung cancer. And then I have a friend that just finished battling breast cancer and she's still fighting in her own way. And then I got another friend who just got diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I'm just like,
Jesus.
and I had to go get my mammogram yesterday. I got a mammogram last week, Carla, and they said, well, we want you to come back. So I came back this week and they needed to check out my right breast or whatever. And so after that, they said, "Well, we got to do an ultrasound." And I'm like, okay. And then they did an ultrasound, and she was like, "Well, the doctor wants to come in and do some scans, and he want to talk to you." I'm like, "Oh Jesus!" I said, "I don't got time for this. Nobody got time for breast cancer."
Exactly.
So he came in and he was like, um, "I just wanted to make sure." He said, "But you're good." He said, "You're good. I
Girl,
just
when you
want
were telling me, I was holding on to the chair like, first of all,
Yes. I mean, that's what it was like for me. The whole time I was just like, God, I've already been through so much. I don't have I just don't feel like it. I don't want to lose my breasts. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's just enough. Life is enough. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So, um, just what we have to go through, and it's not just women, what I'm saying, like men have to go through stuff too. Men get breast cancer too. We all dealing with this cancer epidemic or whatever you want to call it. But it's just, these are things that we're having to learn to live with and persevere through. So That's what I wanted to do with this play. Show how, families are dealing with these things, how right are the doctors, the relationships
Mhm.
that we come in contact with, how it affects everybody, all the
In
way
the
down,
family.
all the way down to the children. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, that's where it came from.
That was amazing. Hey, Sean, I didn't get. I did the spirit fingers when you came on. Hey, sis. I think the last time, not the time we did it in Asheboro because people were affected there definitely, but when we did it in Jamestown, people had a visceral reaction to the play. Like people jumped up out of their seats and left out, came back in. People bust out crying in their seats. Like it was just such a thing because you don't know how many people have dealt with cancer or
Mm-hmm.
are dealing with cancer in all the various forms. And so every time we do this play, it just touches me. My grandfather died from prostate cancer, my big daddy. Y'all know how I love my big daddy.
Mm-hmm.
My big daddy my big daddy was that dude for me, and he died from prostate cancer,
Mm-hmm.
Um and my grandma died from she had brain tumor. She had cancer of the brain, my big mom. And I just remember how it was for the whole family when our patriarch and our matriarch got sick like that. And it's just like everybody was trying to pull close because we didn't know what and as much as you try to prepare yourself for it, you're never prepared. and
Never.
and and I always love the people who beat it.
Mm-hmm.
I know somebody who's beat cancer 4 times.
I can't fathom that. Who wants to, girl? Like,
And I
oh my
mean different
God.
cancers. It's like cancer just be popping. And now she's perfectly healthy. But I mean, it affects everyone. We've all been affected by cancer. And if we haven't, sad to say, we probably will be. Somebody we know, somebody we love and care about will be affected
Mm-hmm.
by the scourge of cancer because that's exactly what it is, a scourge, you know?
Yeah.
So I thank you for creating this, and then you shocked us. You shocked us with Sarah Bartman because a lot of people don't know who Sarah Bartman is.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when they showed it in New Jersey, how people had, once again, the reactions. I mean, people were visibly shaken by what happened to Sarah Bartman. And a lot of people don't know how they brutalized that woman because of her big old derriere, her big
Mm-hmm.
old natural South African booty,
Mm-hmm.
and how white people made a mockery of her in those times. They
Mm-hmm.
even went so far as to keep her private parts in a jar in a
Mm-hmm.
museum until
On
not too long
display.
ago.
Exactly.
It's just like, what the world? And it was crazy. But you brought awareness to it, and I like how you humanized her. Because most people tell you about what happened to her, but they don't tell you who she was.
Well, the one thing that I'm obsessed with, and that is you have to feel what I feel about what I'm talking about. So it's like, I'm not satisfied if you don't know how good this piece of cake is. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right. I know firsthand.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to explain it in a way so that you get it, but you're going to know by the time I'm done what that cake tastes like. and how good it
Yeah.
is. Like I don't know, I'm kind of like obsessed with helping people feel what I feel or what I want them to feel. So the way that I do that is through and by how I write and what I need from my actors. So that's with film and theater. So yeah, you gotta feel what I feel like. I don't believe in doing nothing and just doing it. Like I feel like I failed if you don't feel what I'm saying, if you're not paying attention, like pay attention, kind of thing. So that's one of my hangups.
And that's why I love to feed Tamika. Tamika make me feel like my food is like a 5-star restaurant. She be eating my food, baby. Like, ooh,
Top
she be like,
notch.
oh, girl. Oh, what we drinking tonight? You know this crazy Carla's concoction. What you drinking, me?
I just got a little Stella Rosa, a little Moscato. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of Moscato.
Not a
Not
little
just
Moscato.
a little, just a little.
Now, y'all know I ain't advertising for him, but if he want to be a sponsor for me, Snoop Dogg, yeah. You know I'm always drinking Snoop Dogg wine. And I'm
Yeah.
used to call his name, but listen, they didn't have the rose, but baby, look at them.
Okay.
That's my dude right there.
I'll take Snoop Dogg and Stella's money. Whoever
Well,
want
you
to give it.
hear me? You hit me.
Whoever want to give it to me.
Oh, man.
Just on the feed the devil.
I am so looking forward to rehearsal this Saturday. Every time we do this show, something different happens. Something good happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like with Sarah Bartman. I remember when I saw Sight Chronicles, I was mesmerized because you never think about, well, I guess we do, but some people don't, good versus evil.
Mm-hmm.
And what our eyes can get us into.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing things makes us want things, makes us do things. Just looking at things can get you into a whole situation, right? A lot of people done got in trouble from just looking at something, right?
Right.
That's how it starts.
When did you see this? When we did it at that church? Was it at that church?
WSSU?
Okay, that's when you seen it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that was great. That was years ago. Yeah, it was wonderful. So I'm very impressed. You know, I'm always impressed with that. I always, so we're going to go here. Tamika, I always say all the time, Tamika is like me a lot. What's your sign, baby? Tell them.
I'm a Leo.
Yeah. She a Leo, and we're a few days apart. Well, I'm older than her, but we always feel like we got to be taking care of somebody or helping somebody, or and as much as it is a blessing, sometimes it's a curse because sometimes we give too much to people who don't deserve it. But it's just in our nature to help people, and people try to make us out to be so selfish, but that's the last thing we are, is selfish. And we get used a lot because we are so giving. We freely give without expecting things back. I don't really know too many genuinely selfish Leos. And the few Leos that I do know that are really selfish are men, not women. I don't really know any. Now, we got our little ways now. We do got our ways because cats are sometiming. And I'm not going to say I'm sometiming, but when I don't want to be bothered, I don't want to be bothered. And I'm going to let you know, I don't want to be bothered. I want to be by myself. I don't need no company. I don't want none of those things. And it's not, but it's because we're always doing something. And we have to reset. Me, I love sitting in the house by myself. I'm an introvert. As much as I like to go out, which is not as much now that I'm older, I used to be the party girl. I used to party from Thursday to Sunday when I was younger. But I can't do it now. My knees won't let me, first of all. Now, maybe if God fixes my knees, maybe things will change. I don't know. But I very much prefer the comfort of my home most times.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to keep my house to the point, and I know you do too. Your house is beautiful. You have a beautiful home. It's very welcoming. When I go in her house, I'll be feeling like,
Well, thank you. I hope you feel that way. I don't want people to feel like I can't be in here. But yeah,
never.
I like my home. And I love people. I get energy from being around people. So even when I'm super duper tired, like I like being around people. But when I'm so tired and I want to be around nobody, I just disappear. So it's all good.
No, that's that other stuff in your chart. Which remember, I still got to do your chart because I told you got some ghost-like tendencies. I think you got Aquarius in your chart like me because sometimes I'll be like,
Girl, I don't know nothing about no chart, but okay.
I'm gonna do it.
I don't even know what time I was born. I looked on my birth certificate, and when I got adopted, when my stepfather adopted me, like I don't know what happened to my old birth certificate, but they didn't put the time when I was born on the new one. So I don't know. I got to find my old one.
Mm. And just think about that. You were adopted by. You have such an interesting story. Tamika, I'll talk to her and I'm like, that is so interesting. Like, she's a very interesting person. Tamika raised her brother.
And sister.
A lot of people don't know that, and her sister.
Mm-hmm.
And she was a kid herself. But why did you end up raising your siblings? What happened?
Well, my mother died when I was 11, and I was staying with my mother had remarried my stepfather, so I was staying with them. And when my mother died, okay, there it was. Now I didn't raise them without help, Of course,
Right,
my
of
stepfather
course.
was there, and we grew up like around a church where my mom used to be best friends with the lady of that church. So that's where I learned how to cook and clean and raise the kids. But yeah, I changed all them diapers.
Wow,
I
that's
cleaned and
wow.
washed all them clothes. I cooked all those meals every day. So
My cousins that came under me, I took care of them a lot, especially during the summer when we would go to my grandma's house. I was always the one to make sure everybody did this or did.
mhm,
Sometimes I get people in trouble because I'm mischievous. I
mhm.
say that even as an adult. I know you wouldn't believe that. I know you would not believe that I would do
Yes, I
something.
would. Yes, I would.
Be out here leading folk astray, get people and stuff because I'm bored. But listen,
I was mischievous
uh,
too and mean.
and you know what? I get called mean sometimes, but I'm not mean. I'm direct, and there's a
Hmm.
difference.
Hmm.
There is a difference. And I think some people don't understand that mean is, I'm very rarely mean, but I am very direct. So what
Hmm.
we not gonna do is beat around the mulberry bush about nothing. If
Mm-mm.
you ask me something, there you go. That's the answer.
Yeah.
That's the answer. And if it's something I feel like I can't answer honestly, I'll tell you. I don't think you really want me to answer that question.
Mhm. No.
Do you understand me? Because I do give
Hmm.
some people, if I really respect you, I'll be like, listen, do you want to really get into this?
Hmm.
But at the same time, I'm a crybaby. You
Yeah.
know that for a fact. I will fight you though. I
I
will
already
fight
know.
you.
Like I was just thinking that yesterday. I was like, you know what? Even if I had to fight or needed to fight, I wouldn't have to because you and Taronza would be y'all would beat me to the punch. Y'all be to tell somebody up.
Girl, please do
I
not
don't even have
fool.
to fight. I don't have to fight. I say good because that's not good for business.
Okay, so we are halfway. I'm so excited. So look, we got all the hard stuff out the way. So before we go to the midpoint, we get ready to do the artist of the week. Everybody, and I'm gonna announce it again, get your tickets. April 1st, Greensboro, starring moi as well. I get to play her best friend Cassandra. I love it. I just love this play, y'all. So Vape. I have to remember not to call him by his name. Hi,
Hey.
Vape. Okay. All right.
So tonight we have a song from Kelsey Montanez, and it's called "Let Me Love You." Check it out.
Baby, don't underestimate my love. I'm a lot tougher than my look. It's crazy what they say about me. They say I'm strange and wild, but I let you read me like an open book. But only you. I might be tender, I might be soft, I might surprise you with how hard I go fight for your love. Baby, I want ya, I gotta have ya. Baby, I need ya. If you let me love you, honey, I can promise I only wanna please you. Baby, now do you feel me? Could I get any more real? Could I bear how I feel any more than this? If you want it, it won't be easy, but I promise, if you're honest, you're never gonna go a day without my love. Baby, if you want it, you gotta have it. Baby, if you need it, if I let you love me, you gotta promise and only love is with me. Baby, let me love you like you're mine. Hey, you're never gonna have to guess how I feel. Yes, honey, I'll always keep it real. Gonna tell you how I love you every day. Always gonna change all the blues away. Baby, in my red lip and my work shirt. Come on, give me a kiss, I don't gotta hurt. Never gonna lie, never gonna put you down. You know I'm never gonna run around. Baby, let me love you like you're mine. Yeah, baby, let me love you like you're mine. Hey, yeah, yeah.
Yes, indeed. That was Kelsey Montanez with "Let Me Love You." She will be on blast this Wednesday at 9 p.m. Excuse me, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central this coming Wednesday. And if you are an artist or a spoken word poet or even an up and coming comedian that would like some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com, register as an artist for free, and be a part of the family. That's blastmusic247.com. Changing the industry one artist at a time.
Now wait, V. Before you leave off of here.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what you said her name was again?
Kelsey Montanez.
Okay, girl.
She can sing.
Kelsey.
I like that, but I like the lyrics.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was heartfelt.
Mhm.
For real.
She was like, look at here, baby. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I love some good lyrics. Y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Which is one of my questions, oddly, tonight for you, Tamika. But anyway, actually, I guess I'll ask it when we come back. So, thank you, V. That was a Kelsey. Listen, I usually like the artist of the week anyway. I really haven't. I don't think you've ever played anybody I don't like.
Probably not.
But I like some people more than others.
Right.
You know I love Yamasani. That's my dude right there. Like, I am a fan. Okay? I'm a fan girl of Yamasani. I don't care. But I love this one.
Yeah.
This one just kind of struck a chord with me.
Mm-hmm.
I like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like
She's
this.
a Chicago native.
Okay.
So, like I said, she'll be on Blast, not just on Blast, but our show podcast on Blast this Wednesday at 8 p.m. So you can definitely check her out. And
I'm gonna have to check that one out. Dope. Okay, well, thank you, V. We appreciate you. Okay, hey, and for those of you who don't know, you can always come on Blast. We're gonna have Blast TV soon, y'all. And on Blast TV, you can show your own movies, TV shows, skits. That's in the making.
Wow.
Tamika.
Awesome.
So there's that. Blast Radio is amazing. Don't sleep on them. Don't sleep. So, speaking of lyrics, I know you like me. You like music. You love music. You love to dance. What are some of your favorite? Because like me, I always say I can't date a man I can't song talk with. And what I mean by that is if I'm dating a guy and I play certain music and he only listens to the music, he doesn't listen to the lyrics, then he doesn't get me. Because I might be telling you how I'm feeling by playing the song, right? Especially if I play it over and over again. You might say you might want to pay attention to what I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
But what lyrics? Name one or two songs. I'll say two, just because that changed your life. And I'll tell you, for me, I will say two of my favorite songs that I feel impacted me were "Love" by Kirk Franklin. I remember the first time I heard it. I remember listening to the words. I remember laying in the ground and just worshiping God, like really like having like an outer body experience with it, because I was listening to the words and the words just went all up and through me, what he was singing. And then there's also, don't laugh, but Jill Scott, Epiphany. And if you never listen to Jill Scott, you don't know Jill Scott. To me, that's my big sister in my head.
Right.
But when she's going through Epiphany, if you listen to, she's telling you about the greatest sexual experience of her life. And then when she gets to the end, she says, so why do I feel so empty? Girl! I said, what, Jim?
Wow.
Because I felt like that is how a lot of single women feel when they get out here in these like dating streets, and you might find a guy who can touch you the right way, but your spirit be so empty.
Because that's all they got.
So empty. And it's just like, oh my God. So lyrics matter, not just the music, the words, what are you saying? So what are two that like you feel like when you heard the words, when you sat and listened to the words, you were like, oh my God.
Um, I'm gonna start with my youth. When I grew up, everything was straight, like kind of like Pentecostal gospel, everything. But
Mm-hmm.
when I heard L'Amour, I was like,
More.
L'Amour.
I remember him. Yeah.
Words
Okay.
are not enough. That song, I don't know. It was something that set me free. It set me free because I was allowed to be a teenager and enjoy music that, I mean, it was still inspirational, still gospel or whatever, but it was like what the kids were listening to out in the communities that didn't grow up super religious.
Yeah.
So it was like more so the words were great, you know. The words were everything I wanted to be for to God or for God, but it was cool. You know what I'm saying? So like that in itself just set me free. Like, you know what? You don't have to be stuck in a genre. I'm a bird. I can't do well being caged. I need to be able to be free, to be able to try different things. So, to be stuck in one genre was like a jail to me, but to see that, hey, they make music in this genre. And it's like, I don't know, it was a freedom for me.
So
So,
what are some of the lyrics of that song? What are some of the lyrics that touch you in that song? Do you
okay.
remember?
Yeah, I remember. I mean, the beginning of it was, "Oh Heavenly Father, this is my prayer today. Help me to walk upright in every way. When I'm feeling weak and it seems that I can't go on, please come and give me strength so I can carry on." It was just, just simple, pretty much how I felt. You know what I'm saying? Like anything how I
Right.
feel. Just
Okay.
my walk with God because I grew up like low key cultish. So, yeah, I
You know,
grew up,
I grew up in a cult. We have talked about
yeah,
that. So yeah.
but my heart was always for God. And the difference between me and the people that I was around, they didn't study for themselves. They just believed what people told them. So, um, me, I had my own personal
Oh,
relationship. Bless you. I had my own personal relationship with God. So I studied the word for myself and I began to change and I began to be who I needed to be and fly how I needed to fly. So I feel like that song was kind of like groundbreaking for me. Like it helped me to get out of a rut. It helped me to soar and it helped me to try new things and to see that there was better out there. That it's not just limited to these four walls. There's so many ways that you can be and still love God. Yep. So that
now
was
ain't that the truth?
hmm
Now what's another song that really touch you?
um I can say that uh all of us, I mean, it's so many great songs out there, but I'm just picking stuff that was very pivotal in my life.
Right.
Whenever you call, Mariah Carey, Brian McKnight.
Really?
That was the start of my love for writing plays.
Really?
I was in college going to UNCG and for fun I took a writing class. Had no
Okay.
idea that I would fall so madly in love with writing. And so the teacher told me to put on my headphones and play your favorite song. So I put my headphones on and I played that song. And he told me, he said, well, when you're playing your song, I want you to start writing. No matter what it is, just start writing. And I started writing, and tears was just coming out of my eyes. And I was just getting my paper wet, and I was just like writing, and this whole story came to me, and I was able to get it out. And like, when I read the monologue or whatever I had written, the whole class was like, oh my God. Would you write a whole play about this? We want to read it. We want to be a part of it. We want
Wow.
to. So that song was pivotal in my life. Like that kind of like that pushed me into part of my destiny. So so I will never forget that song. That song will probably always be a favorite of mine because it brought out something in me I never knew I had. When I was younger, I wrote poetry growing up. I wrote little novelettes and stuff like that, but I didn't know that I could do this, you know?
Right.
And it was just, yeah. And you probably gonna ask me what the words are, but the beginning of it is love. Um, what is it? Love growing inside, stronger than you, stronger than I. And now that it has begun, we cannot turn back. We can only turn into one. I will never be too far away to feel you, and I won't hesitate at all. Whenever you call, I'll always remember a part of you so tender. I'll be the one to catch you if you fall whenever you call. So, that's the beginning of the song. But it just, I don't know. I didn't know I had so many feelings attached to that song that just kind of woke something up in me. So that's it.
Wow. Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
Thank you for
I
asking
remember.
me that. Thank you for asking me that because I never thought about. I was like kind of stumped when it came to pick two songs that I like the lyrics, and I'm like, okay, and those were the two that were pivotal to me. So okay.
Now, I asked you this. What's your favorite church hymn?
I'm trying to think of what it's called. Oh, how he loves me. Oh, how he
Oh,
loves you and me.
yes.
And I love it when Yolanda Adams sings it.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how he
I
loves
think my
me.
favorite one is Yes, God is real and it is well.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you get somebody who know how to sing it. Like the old folk. I like to hear the old people sing that
Mm-hmm.
Yes, God is real, honey. When they take the music out and they just be clapping and stomping. Girl, my eyelashes be all the way on the other side of the church. Girl, chat. You understand? Yes, honey, that yes, God is real. For I can feel him in my soul. Girl, when I hear that, oh Lord, I be toe up. But when you hear somebody singing that, it is well, it is well. Girl, and at the end when they get that, yes, girl, honey, and when somebody know how to sing it,
Yes.
it just give you a little bit of more to go on another day, don't it? That it is well. It is well. If you can get a soprano who can do that, it is well. Baby, that thing tear me up every time. And I'll be like, baby, it is well. No matter what I'm going through, it's well. Because, you know, people say that, but that's just stupid to say that. But, you know, there are people worse off than you are.
Yeah.
No matter what you're going through. I mean, and it doesn't negate what you're going through, but just always remember there's somebody who's going through something far worse than what you're going through, child. And you just have to be grateful for that. So, okay. So we've done serious, we've done, you know, thoughtful. Now, funny, Tamika.
Oh God.
This chick right here is a clown. Right.
Don't tell nobody because I don't do stand up.
Listen, between you and Taraza, and I say Lavinia, y'all need to be stand-up comics right with me. I promise to God.
I can't because I start cussing, then I get in trouble with the Christians. So, yeah.
You know, I don't care. Look, I can do clean and dirty. Which one you want?
I can't do clean comedy.
Listen, I can do whichever one you know. And I didn't cuss not one time tonight with Miss Jenny and them, but I'm so proud of myself.
You did good. You did.
I'm so proud of myself, honey. Baby, we talked about everything. We talked about menopause, old men, young men, food, children, liquor, alcohol. And Tamika, why you be cracking me up when you be posting videos of you and Sam? I can't. That one yesterday about to took me up out of here. I said, first of all, now y'all, Sam is a superstar, whether y'all know it or not. Sam is, Tamika takes care of an autistic young man. And he is what I love him. You hear me?
Okay. I can't talk no more about that part, but keep going.
I love him.
Mm-hmm.
And they make the funniest videos, those two, but he's hilarious. And Tamika just be going him into doing them two. I love it. And you know, it's just you know, we laugh about a lot of stuff. We go out sometimes. I think Tamika and Taranza get the whole, we just look at each other and be like, when we see stuff, we be like, bah. Okay. And Bettina, girl, I tell you, when we went to New Jersey with Bettina, Lord Jesus.
That
there. Girl. Oh, you know Natasha home, by the way. She's back from Africa. She's here for the next few weeks.
Oh, wow. Definitely tell her I said hello.
Oh, she was laughing. I thought I heard somebody cry, girl. I'm going to jump up from this chair.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So, well, we're almost done. Did you have any other videos or pictures you want to show? I'm just talking.
I do have pictures from the shows that we did last year.
Okay. Show some of the pictures, Troy. So that's Otis, who will be on the show. Otis Simpson. Me and Otis just did a play together. There's Hayden, one of the stars of our show, Hayden Crawford, who's amazing. He plays Willie. Tamika's husband, and her name is Citra in this play. And y'all, this is so profound. There's Jackie Renee.
It's Jackie
singing.
Sanging. I call her Pippins. Like old Pippins right there.
And I call her Twin for obvious reasons. This scene right here is so poignant. People will see if you come to the play.
Oh yeah. What we got cooking on that one. Yeah.
And this here, is this Otis singing? Oh God.
Yeah. Yes, that is Otis singing.
Otis can sing, y'all. He can sing. And there's Raven the Songbird. Honey!
Yeah.
Every time she got on that stage, people was hollering.
That girl be setting the mood. She sets
Lord
the
have
mood.
mercy. I love Miss Raven.
Don't mess with Raven.
She is, and she going to the Apollo. And if y'all still want to support her, go on her page. Her name is Raven Songbird, and she's going to the Apollo to audition. And we wish her the best. I got to slide some money her way, my doggone self. You understand
me too. Me too.
And so that's another Leo sister. Pew, pew,
okay.
pew.
She's powerful.
Yes, and she's amazing. And look, there's me.
Who is that
me?
Girl?
Being Cassandra, honey, with my spikes on. And there's Jackie and Otis again, and there's Hayden. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, there's Oh, that was Lindsay and Naomi.
Naomi, yeah.
But this time their parts are going to be played by Jackie Renee and Denalja James.
The Nausea
So
James, y'all.
Miss
Yeah.
Denalja James is now part of our play, and we are very excited to have her
Mm-hmm.
because she is also a phenomenal actress, and she has what we
Passionate.
need for this part. Golly. So I
Mm-hmm.
just can't wait. Her grandson played Travis in the Raisin in the Sun that we just did.
Yeah, no.
And he was phenomenal. And she's also one of the three women in Alter Ego's band, which
Yep.
Jackie Renee, her,
Mm-hmm.
and Tamia,
Mm-hmm.
the Alter Ego's Go-Go Band. And I'm going to have them on here. Do trust.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Before
yeah.
the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
They got a whole female front line, and they are awesome. You hear me?
They are doing their thing.
Yeah, so we're going to have them on here. And I just, Tamika, I'm so proud of you. I say it all the time. I tell her all the time, Tamika, I'm just so proud of you. I just, from when I met you to where you are now, I can truly say that God has had his hands on you, and I see what he's doing, and it's not even over yet. So, that's just like,
It's
you
just
know,
begun. It's just begun.
plus you make me laugh. And now for those of y'all who don't know, child, when Covidra Jenkins hit and I stopped going to church, Tamika was church. She was Bible study anyway. She has an event that she used to have at her house every Tuesday called House to House.
Mm-hmm.
And people would come over there and we would just rap about topics, but in a, where does the Bible come into play with this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, that was so dope. And then she moved it onto the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And she still jumps on there and gives us words of encouragement from time to time.
Yeah, I'm
So
overdue.
y'all support my sis. Y'all hear me? That's what I want to tell you. So was that it for the peak, sis? Was that all you wanted to show?
I think that's most of it. Before I move to the next thing, the play that we're doing, we want to take it to Brooklyn. So guys, just definitely go ahead and buy your tickets on Eventbrite. It's only $15. I don't do that often, so it's $15. Come, we want to fill up the place. Help us send these awesome actors and this awesome message to Brooklyn. Like we're doing these fundraisers to raise money, and in the process, you will be entertained, you will be touched, you will be moved.
And the music is amazing. Let me
Yes,
tell y'all.
yes. So get those tickets on eventbrite.com. If it doesn't kill me, if you need to get tickets, hit me or Crazy Carla up or any of the people on that flyer. We'll make sure you get your ticket. So bring your mom and them.
Bring your mom and them. Yeah. Well, we love you, Tamika. I thank you so much for being a part of the show tonight. I really appreciate you. I'm wishing you all the best that God has to offer for your life. I'm
Thank
just
you.
so excited to be a part even of what it is that you're doing. Um, I love Cassandra because she's a Black Tina.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love it. And it's just a wonderful, it's a whole wonderful process. So before we go, last thing, if you could give advice to anyone about stepping out on faith, what would you tell them? What would you tell them as coming from where you know now? What would you tell somebody to do if they have a dream and that dream is something that they just can feel it, see it, taste it? What would you tell them? What would you tell them being a person doing, you step out on faith all the time. I've seen you do it. So what advice would you give to people?
Ask for help and don't be too proud to receive it.
Ooh.
One is good, but two are better than one. If you try to do everything by yourself, you burn yourself out. I know that well because I'm tired, but it's a blessing to have a crew, a group of people to help you bring the vision to pass. You can't do it by yourself. I mean, you could try, and maybe you can, I don't know. But it's much easier when you got people on your side, on your team working with you. So
Come on.
I feel like if I had a did this earlier, I would be better off, you know, by now.
And
You
we're
know,
also going to do this show in Charlotte and where else?
Virginia,
Virginia,
Raleigh,
Raleigh.
yeah, and wherever else surrounding cities that we can do it. We're gonna do it because I've been talking to people recently, yesterday about some Charlotte venues and stuff like that. So,
And if you would like for us to bring this play to your city,
yes,
there she is. Holla at her. She's on. Give them your handles, me.
okay. You can find me on Facebook, Tamika So Sassy Allen, or I Inspire Productions. You get on Facebook. On Instagram, I Inspire Prods. So that's two I's. I inspire. So my website, you can go to my website, www.iinspireproductions.com. So is there anything else? Twitter, I Inspire Prods on Twitter, like however you want to get in contact with me. I Inspire Productions and Tamika So Sassy, that's me. Yep.
And there you have it. Thank you, Mika. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I love you, girl.
I love you too. Thanks for having me.
I really do appreciate you. And thank you, V, for being my behind the scenes man and working with me through all these crazy rehearsal schedules and shows. And man, y'all don't know, Veep is the real MVP because he be rolling with me. You hear me? He be rolling with me 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And not only that, but he does a lot of our podcasts. He's in the background. He's doing these things. Shout out to him. Shout out to Soul Red's Music. Shout out to Elliot, who is our president. Shout out to every artist on Blast. There's so many of us. I mean, we have Angie Monroe, we have Yamasani, we have the young gentleman from Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire last week. Y'all, we not to be fooled with. That's what I'm telling you. Get in on it before, get in before you get left. I won't talk about. Okay. All right. And if you want to be a sponsor, Afro 10.
Yeah.
Afro 10. That's me. You can follow me at Afro 10. I think I got a banner, but I don't know. Anyway, I am Crazy Carla, the comedian, and I love y'all. And I will see y'all next time here. Crazy Carla's Concoctions. Look, I finished my drink and I'm out.
Good night.
Good night.